Quacky, so 18s round off quite an impressive season on Friday. How much have you enjoyed working with this crop of players?
Probably just as much as any other group. We always found that every year we were achieving something. Every under 18s team has been easy in the eye in terms of how they play, pretty relentless in how they want to play the game. But this group have just shown a kind of never give up attitude, and they've gave themselves an opportunity to win something, which doesn't happen often in academy football. Again, the better performing team over the course of a season generally should be in with a shout of winning something. So it's all down to the boys putting up with me first of all and my demands, and making sure that they've, for me it's about giving them the best platform possible so that they can enter whatever environment, whatever arena possible. But the game on Friday will take care of itself, but the players will be just as focused, have just much appetite for it as any other game, because they've shown a level of consistency when it mattered to do that. So it's all down to the boys, and they bring the atmosphere to the training, they bring the atmosphere to the culture, and they make it what it is.
We purposely don't shout about academy results too much, but obviously this game's a wee bit different. Pretty much a straight shout between yourselves and St Johnstone for the league title. How big an achievement would that be?
I think given the kind of roller coaster that we've had this year, and the amount of players that's been utilised by the under 18s, and I'm not object to that. I'm more than happy with that. I think giving players again a platform, younger ones, give them an opportunity. What kind of lights a fire under them? Can they see themselves playing under 18 football regularly if they're a younger one? They then get a wee taste of it and they think, oh, I like that, and they stick around and they show a level of performance and a level of maturity, which is important, and that's something that you're always challenged on each year you go up, or if the manager's looking for a certain type, you always try to test that mentality. When you come to the under 18s, there's only two things that I really believe a change, and that's the mentality of the player due to the intensity of training, due to how the games are, and then tactically just tweaking little things and just improving them throughout the game. Technically they'll get better just by the training, and physically they'll get better just by the training, just by the environment, and they've gave themselves the opportunity to be where they are for more than a few crazy results, and that's kind of brought the level of performances down a little bit, but there's still, even, I mean, they fought back from 2-0 down to 3-3s to even when we played St Johnstone last time, we're down 2-1, and it was a last minute goal, and if we hadn't scored that last minute goal we wouldn't be able to be in the position we're in. I think it's three goals they've got over us, level in points going into the last game of the season, so it's all to play for. It's a cup final again, and the boys I've said in the last two games that they've had 3 cup finals to play, because they had to beat Ayr, they had to get something from Queen's Park, and they got that. So it's fair to play to them, and being able to understand how to win games of football is also part of their makeup that they need to have if they want to have a career in football.
You touched on the importance of training there. What does the schedule look like for the boys this week? Do you ramp it up ahead of a big game like this, or is it business as usual?
I've been fortunate. Normally we do have quite low numbers because of the training group is quite small. Monday and Tuesday are just getting the boys together. A lot of tactical. We did a good bit of tactical today, to be fair, and it's normally kind of still bigger areas, still working on the threats of the opponent, still working on what we're good at. And then everyone will come together kind of Thursday when we have a proper game preparation session. A lot of video as well involved in that, so that the boys are best prepared. Generally the best prepared wins, but you only get credit for action and make sure that they can put together what they've done in training and put it together come game day. And that's my job, is just to make sure they're as best prepared and they've got as much clarity as they need going into that game, so they can focus on their job in whatever position they're in, to do that for the team come 5 o'clock on Friday.
This follows on from the Reserve Cup win as well. What do you think are the main factors for the success we're seeing at this level at the moment?
I think it's that togetherness, like I spoke about earlier on. The boys, we went away, we fundraised for the full thing, went away to Stoke for a week in pre-season, and I thought that's probably the best thing we've done, and this is my 5th season here, and every year I've delivered some kind of success, whether it's getting close to a league or getting to Scottish Cup final, whatever it might be. But I felt that trip was a little bit different, and I could always go back to it. I use it in team talks. I use it for the players, not against them, for them, and get them to see the bigger picture. You know, remember down there, remember we went through that, because we'll hit some kind of suffering, something we need to endure, some kind of pain that we need to go through. So that relentless side of them can come out, which they showed down there when they had to play 4 games in 3 days. So it probably starts then, and you're probably starting to see the fruits of that labour now. And the reserve game, the reserve cup final, but the reserves in general have been a lot under 18s players. But yes, now and again the gaffer put in his full-time players, his first team players, which is great because my players get to learn off that. So selfishly, it's a win-win. But over the piece, the boys have had to play Tuesday, Friday, you know, more often than you would probably, the sports scientists would have liked, because the load is very hard on them, very high. Some players have played Tuesday, Friday for most of the season, so there's boys out there that have touched 45 to 50 games, which is a lot of football, but the reserve game showed them what it feels like to win and get something at the end of it. But Friday could be learn how to deal with failure just as much as it might be enjoy some success. So all part of learning as being a football player.
When you look at the academy, David Watson, Bobby Mills have pretty much become the poster boys this year. Do you think their successes kind of trickle down to the rest of the academy age groups?
You're probably kind of stealing my team talk a wee bit, because what I'm probably going to say to them on Friday is they've got an opportunity to be the next poster boy, the next role models for the academy, that they can show them the under 18s and what winning looks like, because David and Bobby are the poster boys, absolutely, and that's the boys you can reference back in team talks. It goes, you can reference them in training and how they are in that environment, because they've earned to be in that environment. A little bit of luck, but opportunity earns you that luck, and working hard, being diligent, doing your job, turning up for your work each day, giving the same enthusiasm, we can only allow you that opportunity to become the next David or Bobby, training with the first team more regular, and then hopefully getting your rewards in training, and then hopefully you come 3 o'clock on a Saturday on here, and that's all down to the opportunity the manager gives players, but also the opportunity they give themselves just by listening, learning, and being really humble about the opportunity and what the club can offer them.
Just a separate note, Ruari Ellis is obviously away with Scotland at the Euros at the moment. What was your message for him before he jetted off?
I just told him to be himself, be him, enjoy every single second, even if he doesn't play, because it's a fantastic reflection on him and how far his journey's been. He came in as a centre midfield player in pre-season, and his hard work, his mentality to then change position and be really good in that position, to then want a Scotland call-up is fantastic. And you just hope that he has embraced every single second he's got over there, because it's a different culture, a different place to be, a different way of doing things, and I'm sure he'll be working with pride, because recognising that he's with his national team and he's representing his country is massive. So I'm sure he'll work with pride every day, with the same humility that he gives us here, because he wouldn't change. And I just told him to enjoy himself, and just enjoy every second of it, because these moments don't last forever. And I think that's the story again for the boys come Friday.